Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly Stevens. I am a teacher and author, and this is English Nerd. So yes, it is time for another book haul, everybody. I've been a book buying fiend lately. See, I go years without buying very many books at all, and then sometimes I just erupt like a volcano and order all the books, which has been really nice on the one hand and also not practical on the other, because I only have these main bookshelves and I'm definitely out of space for those. If you look, all of my extra stock is on this table and it's just getting a bit overwhelming. So there's a desk where I put my filming stuff, and that is where all of these books that I've recently gotten are living at the moment. But I wanted to share with you what kinds of books that I'm getting, what I've found. So these are primarily garage sale and Goodwill finds, although I did order a few of them on online and had those sent in. So without further ado, here is the book haul. So first one is Romancing the Beat by Gwen Hayes. It is a book about writing romance, and if you've been around the channel, then you know that I write primarily under my own name, Carly Stevens. That's the Tanyuan Academy series, that's Laertes, which is coming out July 29th. But I also have a pen name that is Hallmark style romances, and I wanted to get better at writing romance in general because I enjoy romantic subplots too, and I really want those to hit the mark. So this did have some good information, but it is super skinny, as you can tell. I read it in about an hour, and there's even a lot of white space within this book. So I was disappointed with how much was here, but I have been able to use some of the information. So would I recommend it? I'm not sure. I might get the ebook or whatever is the cheapest version of it, just so that you can glean what you need. All right, so that's number one. Number two is another craft style book, Bird by Bird by Anne Lamott, which has been recommended to me since I was in high school, but I've never read it. And so when I saw it at Goodwill, I thought, yes, I will take that. Thank you very much. So I can check it out and see. So I haven't read this one yet, but I hear very good things. Okay, next up is another Goodwill find. I had a very productive time at Goodwill the other day. So Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. It is a very nice, pristine copy with all the creepy photos. So this is another one that I haven't read, but it looks interesting. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to use it for a giveaway or something, because it has a sort of fantasy, creepy vibe that could match well with some of the things that I've written, and so I think my audience might enjoy this. So if you really would like for me to have this as a giveaway, then please do let me know and I will take that into consideration. Okay, next up, Goodwill again. I found Beowulf, the Seamus Heaney version. It does have some notes in here, some student notes, but I have been eyeing this literally since it came out, and I think it came out in 2006 or something. I'll be very impressed if I hit the mark there. Oh, nope, it's definitely 2000. So it's been a hot second since this came out. But I remember when it did come out and I was intrigued, partially because it has the Old English on one side and the Modern English on the other. I own a copy that has Old English on one side and Modern English on the other, but this is a very well-regarded modern translation of Beowulf, which is a story I already really like. And it was, what, $2? I couldn't say no. Okay, and then last in the Goodwill haul, I think this was Goodwill anyway, is The Other Side of History, Daily Life in the Ancient World. I got this because very often what I want to do is not only find out about the royals or the war tactics or things like that, but I want to learn about daily life in other times, like what was it like to make food, or how long would it take to do something that we can do today because of modern conveniences in a faster manner. And so this is just meant to be a reference book for me, but it has a lot of interesting information, not only about Greek and Roman life, but also Vikings and medieval and Egyptian, and it looks like it could be pretty awesome, especially since some of the cultures in my Tenuan Academy series are very loosely based on some of those. So there's some Viking elements in Endurin, where Bard's from, for example. So this should hopefully be useful. Now, we have some garage sale finds. And so first one is the Song of Achilles, which I've heard a lot about. People tend to be either super impressed with it, obsessed with it. You know, Achilles is the person. I've always been a Hector fan myself, but I've read the Iliad and not this. So either they're super into it, or they feel like it's so wildly overrated that they lean way in the opposite direction and say, no, this is stupid, don't waste your time. So I will, I guess, make up my own mind when I read it. I hear the writing, at least, is really beautiful. So we'll see. It's apparently a retelling of Achilles, focusing on the romantic aspect of Achilles and Patroclus, which the poem kind of alludes to but doesn't get into in any real detail. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, next up we have Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. I really enjoy stories like this, social justice kinds of stories, where you see just the fight for what is right. So I think that is the deal with this one. I hope that it has an ending that is satisfying and not just super frustrating, because I watch enough true crime and listen to enough true crime that sometimes you're like, yes, okay, all right, justice was served. And there are other times when that is very much not the case at all. So Just Mercy, I know it's a movie as well, so if I enjoy the book, then I'll watch the movie. It's Michael B. Jordan, I think, who stars, and I like him. So we'll see. All right, and then last garage sale find, Where the Crawdads Sing. I think it's a little bit janky, but I mean, that's hardly anything. The front looks amazing. The pages are not waterlogged or anything. And again, it's a book that I've heard a lot about, but I haven't read yet. It's not my typical genre, sort of a contemporary mashup, book club book, but I'm going to give it a shot. And this is another one that, of course, has a movie coming out. I don't know that I'll see it. I saw the preview and it looks interesting, but not so interesting that I must see it in theaters. In any case, I have Where the Crawdads Sing now, so I can make up my own mind and see, do I like this as much as so many other people seem to? Hopefully I do. I really like liking things, but you have to win me over first, And then this is another that I actually ordered online. So Antique Roman by Sid Nebben. It's a Hamlet retelling, but this time from Horatio's point of view. So if you've read Hamlet, then you know Antique Roman is a reference to a line that Horatio says at the end, I'm more an antique Roman than a Dane, while he's holding this cup. So it's a little bit of an obscure reference. You really have to know your Hamlet to get that that's what this is. But I've been getting to know Sid a little bit online, and we're really getting along because we both have Hamlet retellings. So I have just barely started Antique Roman, but I will definitely reach out to Sid when I'm finished with that to let them know what I think. So yeah, if you love Hamlet retellings, then pick up Antique Roman by Sid Nebben, and of course pick up Laertes by me as well, which comes out July 29th. If you're looking for something to read and you're not sure that you really want to spend money and take up extra room in your bookshelf, I understand that, although I haven't been following my own advice. So what I would recommend is signing up for my newsletter, in which case you will get this beauty, Tenuan Academy stories, for free sent to your inbox, starting with the darkest story in here and probably the lightest story as well. So you can choose one or the other and just kind of pick and choose which ones you prefer, depending on how much of the Tenuan Academy story series you've read and what style of of story you enjoy. There's a ghost story in here. There's kind of a Black Ops style of story. There's romance. So all kinds of stuff going on. All right, so that is it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you like it. All right.